Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good afternoon. Can you guys hear my voice? Sound check. All right, Arshad, thank you. So for today's activity, as usual, is on Add Puzzles. It's a continuation of RPG Maker tutorial for the ones who have been following the tutorial. So for today's tutorial, um, they touch on auto-run events, movement routing, and then most importantly, the cutscenes. Okay, how do you create cutscenes at the beginning and how you can implement the tutorial to insert story or narrative inside your game. Yeah, so part one and part two, and then lastly for today is vehicle, how to create vehicle. Um, but in RPG Maker the vehicles are only cover the water vehicles, the water transportation, and the air transportation. Okay, but if you have been exploring RPG Maker up until now, you will find that inside the database, okay, inside the database, you can also find land vehicles. However, it's the same for RPG Maker MV and MZ. I'm not sure about the previous version, but for MV and MZ, they only cover water and air transportation. But if you look into the database, you will find tile set. Okay, you will find tile set um, for land vehicles. And you can add more tile set for land vehicles. However, for the coding, for the core mechanics I will cover after midterm break. For the core mechanics, you have to download a plugin for land vehicles to be able to move or if you and land vehicle is usually the plugin will make use of the boat ship and then the airship. So usually it will use the slot for boats. Kalau we nak buat kereta, car or motorbike or whatnot, or horses or whatever it is that move on land, you need a plugin. Okay, so please find the plugin if you want to. But in the meantime, if your design does not require that kind of vehicle, you can always follow this tutorial. Okay, only water transportation and air transportation. So this tutorial, as usual, close at almost midnight, 11:59. Um, Before you go to my Ad Puzzles classroom, I would like to explain to you your last assignment as group assignment for GUI and Flowboard and core mechanics that you have to submit after midterm break as well. Okay, so after midterm break, you have to submit the story and narrative and also the one that I'm about to explain. All right, and then after that, just game treatment document. Combine everything properly. All right. For today's guideline, I have uploaded here. See the Flowboard. Okay, follow this format. Okay, follow this format. Okay, I will explain. Hold on. Before you go, don't go yet. Okay, this is last week before you go for midterm break, right? This one, okay, the graphical user interface, Flowboard, and core mechanics. Okay, core mechanics will be discussed after midterm break. All right, GUI, Flowboard, and core mechanics. The submission week is on Thursday, 23rd December this year, week 10. Okay, and hold on. All right. This is the rubric. Okay, this is the rubric. So for this assignment, this is also group. Okay, not individual. You are done with individual, the game review and the character design. You are done with that. So this is also individual. Leader, please, either you want to pick and choose a group team member that will be responsible for this, or you want to do it together. It will up to you. All right. So this tutorial, this assignment is divided into two parts. You have to create a GUI and also the flow. But this is the rubric, which means that this is how you can score. Okay. I'm making things transparent for you. Yeah, so again, I'll explain the guideline. I'll show the guideline and some example from your senior. Okay, so for the GUI is interface. Remember, I don't want to see, you don't have to include any game world, you don't have to include any character, just focus on the interface, the graphical user interface, the shell menu and everything, and also on the flow board, okay, the flow of the game. Okay, for the GUI, make sure you have all this. Okay, basically, the layout, what color that you want to use, the font, the buttons, whatever it is that make up interface. So design them. Okay, design them for this assignment. Okay, the scale is as usual 0 to 5. Okay, 0 to 5, and the flow board. The mark will be given based on the clarity and the required elements. Okay, the core mechanics is covered inside here. Okay, the core mechanics is covered inside here. Okay, in terms of clarity, the clarity of the core mechanics, the clarity of the flow, and then the required elements. Do you have all the elements needed in the game? The introduction, for example, the saving, the game over. So with RPG Maker, this should be easy for you. All right, so this is the rubric. Next, I will explain. Any questions regarding the rubric? Any questions? Markah dia 0 to 5. If you give me nothing, of course you will get 0. If you give me the best, I will decide. So whether you get 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is 2 to 3 actually. Okay, 2 to 3. The missing casing. Any question regarding the rubric? So basically, this is for interface of the game, and this is for the flowboard and the core mechanics of the game. Okay, the clarity and the required elements will cover the core mechanics, and also will cover um, the flow of the game. Okay, the flow of the game. The GUI will cover the interface, the graphical user interface. So whatever interface that you have that you design in RPG Maker later, must come from your sketch kat dalam dokumen ni. Alright. Any questions regarding this one? This rubric? Any question regarding the rubric? No question? Alright. If you have no question, then I will move to some guideline you can download from the OL. Okay, this one. Can you see this one? Can you see this PowerPoint slide? Yeah. Yang ni silap. This is wrong. It's not Flowboard and script. Actually, it's Flowboard and GUI. I'm sorry. Once you download from OL, please change this one. Okay, this one is not script. A script is the one that you're gonna submit after midterm break. Okay, this today is game world. Okay, so this is Flowboard and script. The guideline, Flowboard and interface. Okay, this is the flow chart. Okay, this is the flow chart. Okay, this is the flow chart. Yeah, from title screen, whether when you can quit, when you can restart. So basically, your flow chart should look like this. Okay, this is one portion of your flow board. Okay, this is your flow chart. Okay, this is for Mario game, I think. Yeah, Mario and Sonic. You don't have to copy this, but you can use this as a guideline. Okay, this is title screen, the beginning, and then the backstory screen when you pause, and then the boss level, the Sonic level, Mario level, the game over level, end story, end credit, and when can you exit game. So, and all the arrow and everything, it will point. That's why it is called, it will point in the proper direction. Sebab tu dia dikenali sebagai, that's why it is called flow chart. After you design the flow chart for your game, then you create the board, the storyboard. Okay, this is the board, right? This is the board. For example, this board A, okay, this board A will represent this. So means that if you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, means that you should have A until K board. So this is B. B will represent this one. Okay. Okay, so this one inside here, so you inside this blue box, you design your GUI. Okay, you design your GUI and then you put this information, for example, menu item, input available by player, and then challenges in the mode if any, kalau ada, and then players action available. Inside that, for the specific graphical user interface. Okay, for the specific graphical user interface. And then you move to this one. Okay, for B until K. So if you have until K, H, I, J, K, L, you have some more L, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, then you will have to create more. Okay, this is that's why it is called Flowboard. Flow chart married with storyboard. Flowboard. Usually for multimedia project, we have storyboard only. But with game, you have Flowboard. Okay, flow chart plus storyboard. So you have to design this for your last assignment before GTD, this one and this one. And then script, no, not script, this is actually the core mechanics. This is core mechanics. Core mechanics, this one should be face lah. Okay. Should be interface. Okay, the core mechanics, you have to be details on the rule. Yang ni tak payah. The script story, no need. So you just focus on the core mechanics. Core mechanics is basically like algorithm for you to transfer when you want to develop. During design, it's called a core mechanics algorithm, but during the real development, it becomes coding. But in your case, the coding is being handled by RPG Maker using JavaScript. So you just have to create core mechanics, and then it will be so much easier for you to transfer to RPG Maker because because it's like scripting, drag and drop. Okay, so this core mechanics. So three things: flowchart, storyboard, and core mechanics. All right, three things. So before I show one example, I cannot find. I fail to find so many good example. I have one because usually your friends senior, they had problem with this assignment. It's not really, it wasn't really up to expectation. So any question regarding flowchart, storyboard, and the core mechanics? Core mechanics, the details of core mechanics we'll learn after midterm break. Okay, before you submit the assignment. Okay, any question? Soalan tak? Edwin? No question? Okay, if you have no question, I'll show you one example by Huizian. Okay, A191. This one. Can you see this one or cannot? Can you see? Hopefully you can see. All right, yes, thank you, Arshad. So this is by Li Huizian, A191, graduated already, I think. Yeah, she already wrapped up her practicum training. Yeah, Li Huizian. Also my FYP supervisee, very hardworking, very good girl. And this time, okay, ni dia punya apa topik dia, Malaysian folktale as well. So this is the flowboard. Okay, this is the flowboard of Game Zodiac Village. Okay, Game Zodiac Village. See, because of level 1 to level, this is like her flow chart. Okay, this is flow chart. This is a flow chart, and then this is yeah, this is a storyboard. The board. I salah aja sikit. Title. It should be title. Okay, so Zodiac Village. So she also include the character is fine if you want to include, but most importantly, you should focus on the interface. Okay, how the interface will look like. And this is the explanation. Okay, the explanation that I gave in the guideline. Okay, I'll show you something like this. Okay, explanation, something like this. It's a very interesting game based on Chinese folktale or Chinese mythology. I'm sure it's about that. Okay. Tutorial, interface. Okay, you can do better. She has, I think, around 13 level. Banyak, a lot. Considering this game, she didn't use RPG Maker. She used something else. And she need to code all the programming, everything. And the game, like 99% works. So it's very good. Okay. 1, level 2. And this is the one that I told you. The mouse, the hero, the protagonist is the mouse. And she has to save all the zodiac. Okay, all the zodiac, or else then like I told you, or else the Chinese in the world will cease to know about this culture, about this yeah, zodiac culture. Okay. Cuma dia punya game world dia, if you look, ni ada variety. Okay, this is the same. There's some variety, explanation. Just create some interface. Okay. Yeah, this is the boss. It's too small. I commented on that. The boss should be bigger. Okay, the boss that kidnapped all the Chinese zodiac. Yeah. This is the boss screen, the interface. Yeah, basically it's GUI and the flow of the game. Victory or KO. And then this is the core mechanics, the algorithm. Okay, yang ni tak payah buat lah, no need. This one no need. This is the core mechanic. It's basically it's more like algorithm. Okay, I will teach you. I will discuss with you this one, core mechanics, after midterm break. Actually, this is not complete because they just focus on entity, condition, and process. So you have so much more to core mechanics than this, okay, basically. So from this, you will transfer to RPG Maker. Okay, the core mechanics. Okay, how it works actually. So that's all. Any question? Any question? No question? Okay, if you don't have further question, the one that have already scanned, you can move to add puzzles and do the tutorial. All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Sir, can you add me manually? Haripriya.
What happened?
It took so long to scan. It's showing.
Okay.
Okay.
To add puzzle.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Priya.
Previously, this has happened before. 2 classes I never scanned. I got texted you, sir, but the message didn't reach you, sir.
Huh? Didn't reach me?
Yeah. WhatsApp.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What? I never received your WhatsApp.
It's just one tick only, sir.
Oh, what happened? I never receive. I always receive like from Ui, Farhan. What happened? Hold on. Hold on. I'm adding your name manually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today one Fatihi Hari Priya. Okay, added.
Thank you, sir.
What happened? What's wrong with your WhatsApp or what's wrong with my WhatsApp?
I'm not sure whether my phone problem or yeah, what, sir, but I couldn't. If I scan means it's showing processing for too long.
Oh, and then
Uh,
it affected your WhatsApp as well.
might be, sir.
Never mind. When you enter the class, at
Okay.
the end of the class, you just tell me, inform me. So, or else I think that you didn't attend the class. Okay, I will add manually. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Shaikwan, do you need me to enter your name manually too? Because it shows that you haven't scanned.